On the Boston Celtics. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. To Durant. Slam dunk for Hollis Jefferson. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Screen coming. That is great vision to set it up. And his canter above the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Irving to Durant. Throws it up. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
To Durant. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something. Here's Durant for two. Kevin Durant missed his first. That one goes. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
KD with the rock. To Irving. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Kyrie Irving trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 87% from the line. Missed it at the line. Walker with the basketball. Down just a couple. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Durant to Irving. Jaylen Brown.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Into the front court, it's Walker. 10-6, our score. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
To Kemba Walker. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Irving to Hollis Jefferson. Irving. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack it to the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Kyrie Irving. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Walker into the front court. The score 12-8.
2 minutes remaining in the...
Oh, good. Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Down low to Jordan. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Walker to Cantor. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Knocks down the first.
Substitutions, Brooklyn. Substitutions, Boston.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Irving. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Cantor.
1 minute left in the
The
first.
Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Fires the three.
To number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Kemba Walker is going to get 3 shots here. A career 83% free throw shooter. Hits a second. One more coming.
Like practice.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Count it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Kemba Walker. Oh, had him going there for a second. Runner here won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Enes Kanter able to recover with the block. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Shot clock turned off. They can get within 1 or tie it with a 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Enes Kanter, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Through 1 here at Barclays Center. Then good start to this one. After 1 quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
To Allen Crabbe. Screen coming.
Here we go. Double team.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a 3-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Team foul number 1.
Robert Williams at the line. Nope, first one does not go. Surveys the floor. To to Walker. Has a chance. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's now 4 for 6.
Ed, here's a next-level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
To Dinwiddie. Goes to the left side. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The shot, almost. To Dinwiddie. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Walker to Marcus Smart. And stuffs it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Brooklyn with the basketball.
Match up.
To Dinwiddie.
You got him. Here we go.
Sizing up the defense.
Hey fans, our game programs have player bios, team stats, fan interviews, and more. And best of all, they're free. You can get your game program from a team representative at any one of our main entrances around the arena.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Into the game.
Hayward to Thomas. Big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Durant to Dinwiddie. Has a look. Jumper's good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Kevin Durant with the rock. To Dinwiddie. Takes stock of the floor. Screen coming. Baseline drive. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Down 2 to Durant. Another chance. Short jumper won't fall.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
The shot no good for Davis. Celtics have it. Hayward unable to connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Timeout Boston, as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game.
And you're considered a luxury box for your next group event. Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Substitutions. Brooklyn. 1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
To Hayward. With the basketball up top. Trailing by 4. And a pass stolen by Boston.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Brooklyn's got it. Durant to Dinwiddie. Probing the defense. To Jordan. Short jumper off the mark. Long key from 3/4 court. First half in the books with the Celtics in front.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. Opening half. And they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the Boston Celtics. Have a look at the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Missed threes. Player of the half.
Kemba Walker has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Boston with the basketball. To Cantor. That's rebounded by the Nets. Durant across the timeline. The margin standing now at 7. And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down.
When I hear these excuses after games, when coaches are at podium saying, it's hard for us to find our energy back, we couldn't find our aggression back, I wonder whose fault that is, Coach.
Kyrie Irving. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Cantor. Kevin Durant has it. To Irving. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. To Hayward. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
Gets a look. Can't hit. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. To Jaylen Brown. Picked up by the Nets. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Oh, and a putback.
He usually pays his bills doing things around the perimeter. Nice work right there around the rim.
Kyrie with the rock.
Going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First free throw is good.
For the Boston Celtics, number 12, Kemba Walker.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Dinwiddie with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. To Durant. Here's a chance from long range, and Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the 3.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Tough make through traffic.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Nets have the basketball. To Durant.
Come here.
The drive right to the basket. Defense making the ball carrier work.
Watch cut. Watch your back door.
Going to launch beyond the arc.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. Second of 3 is good. down all three at the line. Ball's controlled by Boston. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys now down by a point. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Fires the three. Boston secures the rebound. To Marcus Smart.
Watch the pick. Watch the pick on your right.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Stays out. Thomas. Jared Allen. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Dinwiddie. Nothing going here on that drive. Kevin Durant. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
He cruises in for 2. Too easy. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. The quarter comes to an end. The Celtics have the lead. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And then down the stretch, it's game time.
Thomas with the basketball. Leads 1. Nothing going here on that drive. Thomas.
Pick up the screen. Pick up the screen. Pick up the screen.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
I got ball. I got ball.
To Jordan. To Durant.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
From long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. To Durant.
Their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Thomas to Marcus Smart. Curling inside. Jared Allen tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Durant to Dinwiddie. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. So the Nets hold on to the possession. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Into the game for Brooklyn, number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Irving to Hollis Jefferson. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Rondé Hollis Jefferson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Brown with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Cantor. Durant with the basketball up top. Leads 3. To Irving. Durant. Ooh, he'll take that.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Celtics have it.
Number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie.
To Cantor. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's rebounded by Kyrie. Jordan knocked loose. Celtics have it. Doesn't get the bounce.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Brown into the front court. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Boston with 4 to shoot. For 3. No good. Jordan to Irving. To Durant. Beyond the arc for 3. No good. That's great defense. Kevin Durant sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Knocked loose. Jordan. Kyrie Irving. Now 4 for 9.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 22, Karis LeVert.
Hayward to Marcus Smart.
For the Boston Celtics, number 0, Jason Tatum.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, But when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, he saved the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
To Durant. Down to 5 on the 24. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Kyrie Irving. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here comes the screen. To Hayward. Nothing going here on that drive. Hayward.
Make it tough on him.
It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA.
And I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. When you look at these highlights, you can see how this team was able to earn the victory in this matchup. Great game. The Celtics couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists.
The Brooklyn Nets showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
Kevin Durant gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top 3 plays from the
Number 1.
It wasn't surprising to see this team get the win. They did a great job of letting the fundamentals of basketball. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.